Well done, good morning, croeso and welcome to Kettlebell Conditioning. One of the classes that I started last year as part of the cafe, and I cannot believe how much we all enjoyed this session. And there are many reasons for this. If you're like me, a woman in her 60s, you will know that weight training is good for you. But sometimes going to the gym is time consuming, and buying a whole set of gym equipment in the house is not only expensive, but it's really difficult to store. Here comes the kettlebell. The kettlebells are small enough to be able to put on a shelf. Don't put it on a shelf that can't hold the weight though. So this is a 10 kg, and you'll notice the kettlebell handle has got a slightly curved handle and a flat bit on the front, and it tends to be small enough to get it into your hand. Working on hand grip, as we know, is something else that we really need to think about. So if you want to go and get your kettlebells, remember there's plenty of choices, but my recommendation is to try and go with a metal one if you can. Even the plastic ones look kind of cute and pretty. The handles tend to be slightly bigger, and they tend to be a little bit more bulky because usually they're filled with gel or water. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Are we all good to go? Oops. You know, as I said, we've been training for a year, but today we're going to go through some kettlebell conditioning. But I'm going to teach you kettlebell swing because that's what everybody wants to learn. And if you've never done kettlebells before, please do this with, anything, small cushion. Who cares? All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up first. Oh. And don't forget to set your watches. That's me. I need to set my watch. Because you know what I'm like, get carried away. Okay, so take a deep breath in and reach up. Release and stretch. Okay, breath in, reach up, release and stretch. Okay, start with some shoulder rolls. You want to get your upper body super warm when you're doing kettlebells, so make sure that you really work on those shoulders and get them moving. Okay, you're going to start with knee lifts, so your hips are going to get a good workout in kettlebells. Okay, the first time you do kettlebells, your hips will ache, okay, but it does get better, I promise you. Take them out to the side as well, so you can work into that joint, and also try do something like this, just to get that hip joint really working. Okay, are we ready? You take your feet apart. You're going to do a side bend, stretch up your back, reach up, and then you're going to squat. Okay, so you're going to stretch out your back, reach up, bring your hands down, push your hips back. And you'll notice when I'm doing this, I don't look down at the floor. You need to practice where your arms are to look at your hands. Yeah, and that way you'll protect your back. Okay, so look at your hands. Lovely. Pull back this arm. And again. And again. Lovely, change sides. Keep this moving. Good bit. Okay, so take your feet out wider. And we're going to take your hands to the side. Now there is some rotational work in this. So we're going to work through the hip in this movement. So if you're a golfer, let me tell you, your kettlebell swing is going to get your hands cut down, I promise you. Okay, pull and twist. If you can, squat, reach, and if you can, turn your head as well. One more time. Lovely. Back to the middle. Just squat down for me. Come down slowly and up. You want to push your knees out towards your second toe, and when you stand up, do that zip up as we do Pilates. Okay, let's turn this way. So remember, easy, turn the hip. Yeah? So you're going to feel like you're throwing something or pulling something down. Turn your head and squat. Yeah? Don't twist your knee, move the whole leg from your hip. And again, one more time. Good work. Okay, so we're going to start with what's called a goblet squat. Nice and easy. With the kettlebells, you want your arm to be straight, and you want to turn your thumbs in and down. Okay, so the kettlebell is in front of you. Your feet are wide, roll your shoulders, hips, arms, thumbs back, and pull up. Now watch. When you're here, don't lean with the weight in this position. Roll your shoulders back and push your hip towards that kettlebell. Down for 2, so you don't touch the floor. And you can just lift and lower. Get nice and steady. This is a good way to build up leg strength and hip mobility. When you're standing up, keep those shoulder blades pulled together. Imagine you've got like a strong strap across your back. It tightens like an elastic band when you stand. You're going to do 4 more. Get 3, 2, and then place it down. So we're going to do an asymmetric squat now. This is a good way of building up hip strength and mobility. You take a squat position and you step 1 foot forwards towards your kettlebell and you pick the other heel off the floor. Watch on the side, it looks like this. And when that heel is up, push your hip forward so you've got a direct line between your hip and your knee. Okay? Turn your kettlebell handle around and you're going to hold it with your thumb here. Okay, sorry. Kettlebell needs to be on the outside, not on the inside today. Okay, so heel off. You can hold on to something, bend down and pick it up. Okay, so it comes down and up. Keep going. I'm going to turn to the side so you have a look at it this way. Notice how my back is straight. Yeah, my head is up. And down and up. Keep your shoulder rolled down. Put your kettlebell down and recover. This shoulder position is good. Don't let your shoulder and your arm hang down. Work your shoulder. Lift that weight with your shoulder and roll your shoulder back. Okay, so left foot, feet at hip distance apart. Step left foot forward. Don't be too narrow. Push up. Turn your kettlebell handle this way. Arm out for balance. Down and up. Pull it up. Taking it down. And lift. Okay, so you can do training like this. Do about 12 reps on each side. And you'll soon find your legs get super, super strong. 4 more left. Well done. How are we doing? 2 more. 1 more time. And then recover. Okay. So to help you to build up shoulder strength, you're going to change the hand grip to bringing your elbows in, yeah, and your thumbs towards your body. So from here, you're going to hold the kettlebell horns or the handles, and you're going to bring your elbows in and pull back. Okay? So you're going to take it down, slide your hands down, you're going to come up and you're going to lift. Okay, so you slide it down, you're going to come up and you're going to tuck. So watch the hand change position as I come closer. Okay, up, pull, slam your shoulders down, up, yeah, up, watch on the side, up, up, nearly there, 2 more, 1 more time, and then recover. Another way is to do kettlebell upright row. Thumbs go back, you're going to down, and you're going to pull. Yeah, so you're going to lift and pull. So when you're here, elbows are out. Okay? Lift up and lift. Squeeze and lift. And again, 1 more time, taking it down. Okay, so now we're going to do something called around the world, which is good for core and your shoulders. Notice the handle is bent and this bit is in the middle. So you hold it here, you're going to let go so it's on an angle like that. kettlebell, take it under and around. Under and around. If you hold in the middle, it's really hard to swap your hands over. So keep the hands in the same position, yes, slightly on the corners. And as you bring it here, push your hips and hold, really squeeze your abs, conscious effort. 2 more. 1 more time. Good, taking it down. Roll your shoulders. If your hands are tired, shaking them, shaking your arms, shaking your legs works a really good way. So remember, both hands. Yeah. Swing and tuck. Yeah, so you pull in and again, pull in. Squeeze your belly in. Get your butt out of the way. You can go slow. You get the hang of it. You can really go fast. And again, 2 more. 1 more. And then you recover. Place the kettlebell down. Okay, so I'm just going to explain how we get into kettle swing position, because this is what you need to practice before you come to class again. If you know what you're doing, keep going with some of the other exercises. I'm going to switch the music off just to explain it. So normally we're here, we're close to the kettlebell, but for kettlebell swing, you want to step away. Okay, so the kettlebell swing starts with about arm distance away. Now watch my hips. This is where you need to do the training because you need to get low. You tip the kettlebell on its edge like that. Can you see? I'm going to turn this way around. I think there's better light. So you tip the kettlebell on the edge and then you lift your head to keep your back engaged and you push. Yeah, and you push. Now, if you look at my back is always straight and I'm moving from my hips. Yeah, so taking it down and stand up. What you don't want to do is to bend your back and drop your head here so that the movement is coming in this place. It's common in beginners, but if your back starts aching, stop. Because when you're learning something, you want to learn it in the correct movement pattern and then keep practicing that correct movement pattern. Even if you only do 1 or 2 and stop, better than doing 10 badly. So we're going to do 3 sets of kettlebell swings to have a little go. So your kettlebell, step away, feet out wide, and have your feet straight or turned out. Find your comfort place. Sit down, thumbs, tilt the kettlebell, head up a little bit, and push. Now don't have to lift the kettlebell. The kettlebell has its own momentum, and you want to keep your arms in your eye line. Yeah, 2 more. 1 more time. Swing down and then bend. So don't stop to swing upright, okay, because it pulls you. Squat down on the last one. Set 2, I'm going to stand sideways on so that you can see me. Okay? Be wide. Drop your hips with your head up. Now you'll notice the first 1 or 2 doesn't have to be eye line. So even though you can swing the kettlebell higher, we're going to keep it to eye line. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Squat, place it down. Then in between, high five. Because your heart rate should be up, you need to walk. Okay, you need to walk. Set 3. Okay, so feet wide, tilt, under, up, push, and up, and lift, and again, up, good. Try and use your hips, don't look down, keep looking at me, keep looking at me, 2 more, 1 more time, squat, take it down, and walk. High five everybody, good, well done. So we're going to do one more exercise. She says, look at the time. Let's just do one more exercise. Because we've only got 3 minutes left. We're going to do kettlebell swings again, but I'm going to give you the option of doing it on one arm. We're not going to do swaps. So if you want to, you're going to do 2 more sets, 8 swings, double hands for beginners, but for more advanced people, do your right arm only, then your left arm only, okay? So if you're using one hand, this arm is a counterbalance, okay? So you don't have this arm disengaged. You want to keep this arm tight so your shoulders working to help get that swing, yeah? And this hand moves forwards. So you tilt, head up, and lift. Lift. Yeah? Hips are forward. Keep the elbows slightly bent. Don't let the weight get heavy on your arm. One more. Squat down. Place it down. Stand up, walk away. Shake your arms and legs out. Last little bit. Arm out. Hand. Tilt. Look up. Swing. Okay? I'm just going to turn sideways. So watch. Up. 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 2 more. 1 more. Squat. Place it. Walk away. And there we go. Keep your feet moving. Your heart rate should be up high. Take your arms, stretch them out. Ease it out. Knees up. Okay, so we're going to go into lunge. Reach, reach. Sink down. Lean. Change over. Watch from the side. Yeah? Drop down. Hold on to your foot. Hold on to something if you need to. Change over. Arm out. Hips forward. To stretch your shoulders, pull down, head downward. Change over this way. Good. So if your heart rate is up high now, remember, get your water bottle. Pick up your drink. Just put a t-shirt on top. Walk 5 minutes and 5 minutes back. You'll keep your metabolism going. It'll help you cool down. Make sure you keep moving until your heart rate is below 100. So if you're not going for your walk, I'm just going to go over some of the techniques that you need to practice. Number 1 is grip strength. So where your arm is here, you have your bicep muscle. On this bit here, you have a smaller muscle that helps called brachialis. You don't want to overstretch this, especially if you're hypermobile, and let this elbow flick. So you want to keep the grip shoulder, not arm, okay? You will your arms a bit, but these are big muscles up here. You want to hike your shoulder back. So don't let a kettlebell drop and pull your arm on your shoulder, because that's not going to be it's not going to help you, and it can hurt after a while. So when it comes down, pull your shoulder, control it. Feel like it's falling through deep water, so it has a kind of a softness, and then you work through the hips. So this is my final bit of homework for you. From here, you want to practice this hinge movement that we do, yeah, with your back. Yeah, so that when you're down, you push. Now, when you get better at it, last little bit, when you're here, you want to practice dropping your pelvis lower. Now, when I first started, I couldn't get into that position. And if I can do it at 63, I'm sure you can. Have a lovely day. See all of you later if you come to do the evening classes. Hwyl fawr.